Welcome back everyone to Pontas Fathom Hobbies. This is our unboxing review video for Tainted Grail Mounted Heroes. This is part of the Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, Age of Legends, Last Night, etc. From Awakened Realms. You know, Tainted Grail comes with a number of heroes inside of the box, and then I think there's a whole bunch of more miniatures inside of the Age of Legends and Last Night, but just like we did the Monsters of Avalon, this is all of the extended heroes, but they're all mounted in this one. So I think this is kind of a, I don't know if you can actually get these in gameplay if there's situations where they're mounted, but I want to check it out. Here's the back of the box. This is all the character names, so we'll kind of butcher those names and we'll take a look at the minis. So yeah, so we also did a paint through of the Tainted Grail Monsters of Avalon. And one thing I really like about these, well, this is cool too. They've got the box art as a poster here, which is real nice. And the one thing that I really think is amazing is how all of these Tainted Grail, this looks like a weird Photoshop error. Look at this, is strange. They've got this hand photoshopped here. It's odd, right? Maybe the box art. But I like the way that the box trays come with the, just the way to, they could have just printed the names on this, so that would have been fun. But anyway, let's go take a look at these. I'll flip the box over as well. So maybe I'll take this whole insert out and we can look at the names as well. Let's put this one here. Let's put this one here. And this one here. So we get the best of all worlds. Okay, so first off, we've got, I'm going to jump right into my guy that I've been playing in our first tiers, Bayor. Here's Bayor's figure. He's on a kind of a boar. It's really clearly Bayor. And the other guy that we're playing in the campaign, my first campaign, yeah, we're calling it the Season 1 campaign, but we have Maggot as well. Maggot seems to be riding this kind of smallish, I don't know what it is. It's got antlers. But there's Maggot, our reluctant druid. So I only know these two characters because they're the only characters I've played. But I think that there's two more characters that come in the base set, which would be Arev. That would be this one. It's Arev. Yeah, this is the Arev. He's also from the Fall of Avalon box set. This mini looks pretty cool. These are going to be great to paint. Look at all this detail in here. The scythe, the horse, and what's nice is the minis look just like the same outfit of the. And then there's, I think this is the other character from the main box set, Aliel here. Eiley. Yeah, and she also looks similar. She's got this, some kind of an elk, deer. They're creatures from the weird, obviously. Yeah, these minis, they have some great surfacing, but the details just seem sometimes a bit, because they're trying to go with some creative textures on these. It's going to be interesting to see how they take paint. Like, this might be really something nice to wash. If you can see the texture on this, it's very, the fur is very textured, so that's kind of cool. So then I would think that the rest of these heroes, like, for example, this is Niam. These are probably going to be from the Age of Legends and Last Night heroes that come along with that game. So there's a number of expanded heroes as we get into sort of the later box sets. But again, this looks great. It's got this shield here on the front. These cool horns. It looks like there's a bone helmet on top of the face of this. And this tail is like a giant rat's tail. It looks cool. Next up, we've got, this is Dagon. Again, we've got a monster similar to this in the Monsters of Avalon with this sort of bone articulation. Kind of has a bison face here, or a bear, or a Wolverine. Who knows what this animal is. He's got his big cleaver here. He's got this horn. Lots of cool gear on the pack. That'll be fun to paint. The ribbing also looks very interesting. Here we have, not Theobald, this is this Sloan? This is Sloan. Again, lots of great, this has got the very ornate saddle on this horse with shields, some weapons, a great cloak on Sloan, some leggings on the horse as well. Really pronounced saddling effects for the horse, and then his personal effects also. You can see the way the straps work on the chest here, the dagger, very nicely done. That'll be fun to paint. Here we have this might be Theobald. He's got these bells dangling in the back, bells all over the horse, massive armor on the horse's head. He's got a cloak, a shoulder armor, some kind of item, a post to hang these bells off of. It's quite a slow, like a pack horse or a war horse, like a Clydesdale. It looks like with the legs. So definitely a massive horse with lots of cool things to paint on this one. Next up, we're going to take a look at Duana. Here's mounted Duana. She is riding a crazy lizard-like creature with chains all around it. Claws, chains. Looks like she's pulling with both hands. Or is she tied to it? Is she like actually tied onto it? Yeah, that's wild. We'll have to see. A lot of times once you get these Zenithal primed, a lot of the details pop out on it. I noticed that when I painted the first round. I was having some trouble making out all the details of the figure, but then once you got the first round of paint on them from that Zenithal prime, the shadows really pick up real clearly. You know, the gray, all the details in gray are broken up by that Zenithal, like black and then Zenithal prime. This here is Nazar with a telescope, or is it a flute? It looks like a telescope, a winged sort of doe-looking elk figure. Again, ornate saddle, lots of packs. You can see the sleeping pack here. This is going to be fun to paint. These are going to look really great painted. Here we have Fuel. This is a frightening looking creature. I won't even try to name what it could be. But it looks also mutated by the weird. You can see the spear is super pronounced. Very tiny head, some shielding, and just insanely elongated, nightmarish legs. Talk about fuel. This is nightmare fuel, this guy. Okay, next up. Is it right? Or is it this way? This way? No, this is right. Yep. See? Helps to have this drawing. Next up is, we already got Maggot. This guy here is, oh, we did Aryev already. This one here is Mabd. She's got some kind of harp, or is it like a menorah? Some kind of rack. It looks like a candle rack, right? I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Is it a harp, or is it a... and then there's also some winged appendages here. This looks kind of like a cross between a rabbit and it's like a kangaroo. Is it a kangaroo? She's riding a saddled kangaroo with horns and antlers. Interesting. And last up, the last mini here is kaolin. Kaolin's got a kind of a bow. Another kind of quite furry looking creature. Again, the shielding in place. She's got her bow and arrows. Some minor saddling on place, but almost looks bareback. There is some kind of armor or some kind of, at least a kind of a harness on the head of this one. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. Yeah, that's just about going to do it for this unboxing. So yeah, I like to do these videos. For me, it's less of a pure unboxing, and it's more of a just take the first look at the minis before I'm going to paint them. So I like to just do that with you guys. If you would like to check out our other miniature painting, go and check out our either our webpage, pontosfathom.com. On our hobbies page, you can see all of the playlists we have. Go check out our Tainted Grail playlists. You can go check in the on our playlist page on the YouTube channel. And if you like what we're doing here, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. If you check out our bookstore down below, you can pick up books like the Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence Omnibus. It looks great next to your Lovecraft complete works, and it collects the 6 volumes of both August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo, like Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, Hermeticism of Hastur, The Genealogy of Cthulhu, which started it all, and the other books. If you would like, you could actually read a copy of Genealogy of Cthulhu for as little as $1 on our Patreon. It can get you started on that journey. We also have our monster horror Bogman Saga, Killing with Bogman, Carolina Tobacco Geist. We've got our sci-fi saga, Dead Sons 11, the Quantum Tom Locksman saga with Locksman of Quanta. And then finally, for the Dune fans out there, Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune saga, collecting some of our podcasts and essays on Dune, really about the influences of Frank Herbert, like Carl Jung, Samuel Butler, and some crossover in the Anthroposophy of Rudolf Steiner. We've got the Ethics of God Emperor Dune. We got Alia from Children of Dune, Dune Messiah, Frank Herbert on JFK and Nixon, Myth of Politics, some topics on transhumanism, something for everybody here. And then finally, we have our last channel, Pontos Fathom Press. Go check out our podcasts. If you like the podcast, you can listen to them free. Check out some of these books that we have where we turn those podcasts into a lecture book. So these are how we support the channel. As usual, liking and subscribing helps you to help me grow the channel. We could get this channel monetized, and we're looking forward to getting these Tainted Grail painted, get them on the board. If you'd like to see our Tainted Grail gameplay, ring the bell, you'll get notified for Song of Ice and Fire, Joan of Arc, Tainted Grail, and many, many other games. So thanks for watching. Talk to you on the tabletop. Bye-bye.